Okay, so let's go on. Yeah, I think we should first go to the party camp and afterwards, yeah, Lothering is not accessible anymore because the Darkspawn overran it. We'll afterwards go to the Lake Calumet docks, Ben Lawrence lands, and then the Circle Tower. But for now, let's go to the camp.
The Blight. How will you end it?
We have to fight the Archdemon.
Is that all? It is surrounded by an ocean of darkspawn. How will you reach it? If you reach it, how will you slay it? You say you are a Grey Warden. I have heard stories of this order.
What have you heard?
Great strategists and peerless warriors. That is what we hear of the Wardens. So far, I am not impressed.
Well, I'm not here to impress you.
Evidently not. It remains only to see what you are here for.
But he approves. There is something that I installed since the last episode. I'm not sure where it is exactly, but there should be a raven here somewhere. I'll talk to you afterwards, no worries. Should be a raven here somewhere. Maybe I can see him on the map? Morrigan? No, it's not visible on the map, but there should be somewhere. It's a mod that lets me respec my character. I mean, some of you may call it cheating, but I'd like to have that comfort because I was getting used to it because of Baldur's Gate 3, where there was an NPC in the camp with whom you could just respec without any problem, any character. I just want to change for my own character, not for any others. I hear a raven somewhere, but I don't see it. It should be somewhere. What is it, Dominicus?
Oh, look at what your fool dog placed in my pack.
He wags his tail.
A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
Well, I think he thinks you need more meat on your bones.
I think I have enough meat where it counts, and I certainly don't need it in my pack. The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
Yes, alright, alright. You heard the lady.
I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
Oh, come on, Morrigan. You don't have to say that to the dog. The dog is just too good, too smart for his own good.
He is certainly manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
Yes, you do. Okay. But we still have to find that raven, if it is somewhere here. Oh yeah, for this guy we'll come back later. I mean, he's for one of the DLCs, as we have noticed earlier. Maybe the installation didn't work out that properly as I have thought. I mean, I could check. I mean, I hear a raven, but maybe that's normal. I don't know, maybe that's just how it's supposed to sound like around here. I don't have the surround sound that lets me know from which it comes from. That's weird still. I have the feeling that it comes from around here. Maybe I'm just too blind for it. I don't know. Okay, you know what? I will just pause the game and look for it myself, and when I have found it or not, I'll start the recording again. See you soon. So yeah, I'm actually blind, because he's right here. I was walking here all the time, but I didn't see him. But it's a bit dark here, so that's why. Anyway, let's talk to him. Look into the raven's eyes. Suddenly you seem to know a lot more about... What? Warriors? Especially the ways of the... No, wait, this is for specializations. No, leave the bird alone. I don't want to do that yet. We're gonna get the specializations on the normal way. There's a vial tied to the bird's leg. Try to take it. You have received a potion of respecialization. That's nice. I'm gonna save the game before I do that, just in case there's gonna be any problem. Potion of respecialization. An exotic venom from a faraway lands erases good and bad memories alike. And I will drink it. Warning, respecializing your character can have unforeseen implications. Always make sure that you have saved your progress before attempting to use this potion. We have just done that, okay. Are you sure you want to respecialize this character? Yes. Hamsters and ranges everywhere. Alright. Then let's get to it. 29 attribute points I have, alright. We need cunning at least on 12, because that's what we need to get coercion a bit higher. Constitution, let's put it on 16, same as willpower, but the rest I would only put in strength and dexterity. Alright, I think that should be good. Constitution will be, we'll be having kind of defense by dexterity, I think, so will be easier to dodge attacks and kind of things. Strength for more attack, for more damage and stuff. I think Constitution doesn't have to be the fullest, and willpower is for more stamina and stuff. Cunning, like I said, for 12 should be enough, because then we can go on coercion 2. Cunning 14 we will need for the next phase, but we'll be there soon. I think we can make it. We'll need 1 in combat training and 2 in combat training, because we need that for the talents. Coercion, 2 in coercion, yes. Yeah, I'm not sure what else do I need. I want to keep 1 in survival, because my character had that from the beginning and I don't want to fuck anything up. So we keep that. The second I don't need. And then... yeah, we need more in combat tactics. And I might leave 1 skill for later, because the next level up I will maybe put 2 points in cunning so that we can go for the next coercion. I don't want to put it now because we just got to the second, so let's leave it like that. And then the talents. Precise striking is necessary. We had 1 here in archery. I don't remember which one, but we're not going to use it anyway, so I don't need it. These are all necessary. And here, powerful. We're probably gonna need all of those in the end. I'm gonna take all of those probably, but for now. Shield pummel, we need it. Overpower, still need to have 25 strength. So let's wait for that. Shield cover, yes. And shield tactics. Yes. This is not yet available. Shield balance. Yes, definitely. Shield wall. In this mode the character's shield becomes nearly a fortress, adding a significant bonus to armor and a greater likelihood of shrugging off missile attacks, but at the cost of reduced damage. Shield expertise makes the character immune to direct knockdown attacks, while in this mode and shield mastery gives a bonus to defense. I think I'll leave that for now, because I don't think we really need it for now. Okay, so the last ones then... we'll need the bonus and damage for sure. Deathblow is not yet available. Threaten. I would not use it that much because we're not a tank. I mean, I did have it activated in the tactics, but I think I'm gonna deactivate it after this one. Taunt. I think that makes more sense to go this way, to go on perfect striking. This is also nice, but I think for perfect striking is what we should go for at the beginning. Bravery is also nice though. I don't have 4, so... Okay, I will go for these two, probably, because I cannot go there yet, so... The thing is, like, I don't like this very much, because we have other people in our party which are attacking from far, and they shouldn't be attacked, so... I'd rather have this on me. So for now I'll go for bravery. Okay, should be good. I still have that 1 point in that's one skill point left. No, not skill point. Spell talent point left. Not talent. Actually, it was a skill point, right? Yes, but I would wait for the cunning. Yes. Alright. Let me change these again.
As you say.
Side striking is necessary. Shield pummel here. Shield cover. Threaten and taunt. Okay. Now let's go to the tactics. Taunt. What was taunt again? A mocking bellow catches the attention of nearby foes, increasing their hostility toward the warrior. Frightening appearance increases the effect. I think not. Threaten adopts a challenging posture that increases enemy hostility. I think we both of these I don't want to actually. Threaten and taunt are not really what I need. Shield cover if someone is attacking with ranged attacks, for example, it should be good, yes. Shield defense. Shield defense might be necessary if we fight against a lot of enemies that are attacking with ranged attack, but I don't know if I can activate this here. With missile attacks, it means ranged and magic, I think, if I am correct about this. Where was the other thing? Shield cover. Also missile attacks, so I think those basically do the same thing. Shield cover and shield defense. But shield cover doesn't do that much. Okay, so as much as shield defense does, at least. Okay, let's say if I'm being attacked by a magic attack, he will activate the mode shield defense. Alright. Nice. And that's that. Yes, and let's talk with our party members. Alistair first.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
What can a Templar do exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
So, couldn't others learn these talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
So you were addicted to this lyrium?
Thankfully, no. You only start
Okay.
receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templar's talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
I would like to talk more to my people, just because I would like maybe have more, this approval rating going up.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
Tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
Where are the nearest Grey Wardens from here?
That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands.
Is there headquarters somewhere?
Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt. Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfells, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
So what happens now that there's just two of us?
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
Will we need to start rebuilding the Order?
I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves lyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be two of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere.
What would happen if we just left?
Just left? You mean just left Ferelden? I don't know. If there's an archdemon, however, we're supposed to be the only ones who can defeat it. And that means the Blight would grow unchecked. Eventually, other Grey Wardens in Orlais and other lands would hear about it, and they would come to fight it, but they wouldn't come in time to save Ferelden. There's no way. I'm not going anywhere.
I mean, I just wanted to know. I'm not planning to leave either.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need?
I'd like to ask you some more questions.
Ask away.
So how did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Not what I meant. I mean, before that.
Let's see. I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
You don't seem like the religious sort.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty high. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
Do you think this is better than being a Templar?
Oh, I suppose the Chantry life is good enough for some. Here, we have the chance to fight against the Blight. To actually do some good instead of sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
He was a good man.
He was. A good man who didn't deserve his fate. That much I'm sure of. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
Alright, I'll leave him then. We can talk to him later as well, after a different quest. Leliana,
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
What was life like in the Chantry Cloister?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
Condescending? How so?
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
I prefer your ideas to the ideas of the Chantry. I mean, that you should have your own opinion, like we talked about before.
Thank you. Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
Alright. Roland.
You've done well. We secured the allegiance of the elves.
Huh. All in a hard day's work.
Ha!
Alright, and a little bit more.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Tell me about yourself, Roland.
Well, I've served in Cousland Castle for years, since my own father sent me to squire there. My father is a minor lord in the Bannorn, but our land is little more than a glorified farmstead. I do miss it, though. The valleys of the Bannorn are beautiful this time of year. I took great pride in serving the town, and I wanted to become a general in the army. Still, if I had the opportunity to join the Grey Wardens, I wouldn't hesitate.
You would leave the army for the Wardens, then?
I imagine. Joining the Wardens is the highest service one can render.
Alright. Sten.
Yes.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Of course not. Why did you come to Ferelden?
To answer a question.
What was the question?
The Arishok asked what is the Blight. By his curiosity, I am now here.
So don't you have to report back then?
Yes.
Well, are you going to do that?
Never. I cannot go home.
Why not?
It doesn't matter now. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting.
Let's go.
As you wish.
He's a hard man to talk to. It's like he doesn't really want to talk, but I would like to know a bit more of him. Alright. I know there's Morrigan still, but I also want to do some some trading.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
So what is your story exactly?
Well, if you're really interested, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
Why did you leave then?
One day, a noble woman came to my stall. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that.
And what happened after that?
Well, I didn't steal them.
I suppose
You see,
so.
I've been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost tigers. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold.
See.
The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
Alright. Well, you're quite lucky to have done so well.
I thank the stone every single day. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
Yeah, but where do these goods come from? Not the deep roads, I hope.
Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the lost
I didn't
tides,
say
what
that.
good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them and remember. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming.
What do you mean?
People flee from the Blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value and meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places before the Horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the Darkspawn don't get them. Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch.
Well, I'd say it's kind of a noble thing to get those things back, but still they belong to the people who owned them before, so if they would come and ask for it, you shouldn't charge for it because it belonged to them. I suppose it's better than having the Darkspawn take it all.
That's what I tell myself, too. Ah, these are dark times indeed. Dark times, my friend.
Alright, so, let me see your wares, Bodan.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Yes. Injury kits. Only 4 of them. Well, better than nothing, even though I would like to have more. Tasks. I'll take all 99 of those. Tome of Physical Technique. This tome gives the reader 1 point to spend on a talent or spell, but it's rendered useless afterwards. But it costs 20 to Sovereign. Tome of Arcane Technique. For a mage. Oh god. How can someone cost 131 Sovereigns? Or 87 Sovereigns. Anyway, let me... Okay. Conspirator's Foil. It's actually not bad, and I could use it. I could... Proving Him, no, Blood Dragon... Yeah, these things, if I have more money, I will buy Blood Dragon stuff, but it doesn't matter, because for now... I mean, for now it doesn't matter, because we have the Blood Dragon Plate, and it has 38 strength, so... Nope. Spirit Hands... Angled Strikers... Bard's Dancing Shoes, yeah. Silverhammer's Tech Masters. Bard's Dancing Shoes would be something for Liliana. Silverhammer's Tech Masters. Yeah, also have to take away the swords from Liliana because otherwise she will not stop going to melee, even though I don't want her. Silverhammer's Tech Masters, alright. Imperial Weavers. Earthheart's Portable Bulwark. Nah. Okay, so Bard's dancing shoes are something that I would buy, and conspirators foil as well. 15 sovereigns in total. And then no, it doesn't look like anything interesting in here. Take the poultices because we will need those. We need all of them. Alright. He has runes as well. Good. Grandmaster Frost Rune, 13 sovereigns. Wow. Novice Frost Rune. Grandmaster's Lightning Rune. Those are expensive. I don't know what I have on mine at the moment. Journeyman, Dwemer Rune. I think this is going... No, it's a weapon rune. I thought it was an armor rune or something. But is there actually something like armor runes? Or maybe it's just weapon runes. I'm not sure. Anyway, if I would have like a frost rune, which is not that expensive, and a bit more than the frost rune, the novice frost rune here. Hail rune, physical resistance. Damage versus undead, electricity damage. Damage versus darkspawn. This might be helpful later on if we're actually going into the deep roads. Probably when we are in Orzammar. Grandmaster slow rune. Chance to reduce movement speed. It's not bad. Golden rope necklace. Grey Warden hand puppet. Maybe I could give this to Alistair. I'm not sure if he would take it though. Stick. I don't know if anyone would take a stick. A fat loot. This is something I could give. I will take this because this might be something for Liliana. And the Grey Warden hand puppet. I don't know if it's good for Alistair, but I will try. Alistair stall. Okay. I guess that will be good. King Marik's shield. Beard flask. I don't have anyone who's a drinking person, but maybe later. Petrock, Kunari Prayers of the Dead. Oh, nice. For Stan, Amulet of Memories. Simple patterns along this locket outer edge are worn smooth and a dark patina clouds the glass. Okay. Rare Antivan Brandy. Complete genealogy of the Kings of Ferelden. It says on purpose that Kings is written with Y. Protective Cone, Ugly Boots, Elysian Mask, The Chant of Light Unabridged. Also something for Liliana. Scented Soap, Butterfly Sword, Cat Lady's Hobble Stick, Chastity Belt, Sugar Cake, Thoughtful Gift, Lump of Charcoal, Rotten Onion. Oh god, how can this be a gift? Uncrushable Pigeon, Manual Ranger, Manual Templar. Oh, this is for specializations, I think. Oh, backpack. I will need it, but I'm not sure if I can afterwards buy the other things. I mean, I have to buy this. This is important. Conspirator's foil is 5 and Bard's is 10, but we need also 85 of silver. Okay, that's gonna be difficult. Anything I can sell from here? I think that should be enough then. Alright, we don't have any gold or something left, but at least we have something. Bard's dancing shoes. Yes, like I said, no sovereign left, but it'll be fine. Actually, I can sell those because I don't think we need those yet. Yes. Okay. And a lot of those things we will never use. I don't think I will use these acid things ever. Concentrated death root extract? No, I'll leave it there. Still a lot of things that I'm not sure if we ever need those. Alright, I think we have, and I will give those Bard dancing shoes to Liliana. And we also have to talk to Morrigan.